Secrets of Faith, a series based on Bible stories. Enjoy the story and support us by subscribing to the channel. The Fall of Lucifer. In a luminosity that seemed to transcend the bounds of the earthly realm, the celestial kingdom rose with an indescribable beauty, and there, in the splendor of the sky, a majestic throne whose magnificence defied all human description. Upon that throne, resplendent in its glory, sat someone whose splendor eclipsed all earthly comparison. In the center of this splendor, the Most High reigned with unmatched grace and wisdom. His figure radiated a divine light, akin to a jasper and carnelian stone, an essence that seemed to contain all the mysteries of the universe. A rainbow whose colors gleamed with the intensity of an emerald surrounded that throne, announcing its unbreakable covenant of love and mercy. Encircling the divine throne were 24 additional thrones, arranged in a perfect circle, each occupied by an elder dressed in white and adorned with golden crowns. Their presences exuded a supernatural peace as they observed with reverence the one seated on the central throne. In that place of celestial majesty, the atmosphere vibrated with divine energy. Lightning flashed from the main throne, thunderous roars echoed in the air, and 7 lamps of fire burned with eternal radiance, representing the 7 spirits of God dwelling in their fullness. And before that throne lay a sea of glass, whose transparency reflected the purity and clarity of divine love. But what was not yet known is that it was the beginning of a cosmic tragedy, where God would ultimately create his worst enemy, Lucifer, the bringer of light. The angels were created with a good nature. They were free, beautiful, and intelligent according to each one's category. Before the first free act, they were determined, with God forever, in a state of glory or against him, also for all eternity, and thus begins this story. Lucifer, whose name means morning star, the radiant star of the morning, was an angel who boasted a resplendent presence and a very sharp mind. Undoubtedly, he was God's favorite. He moved among the stars with elegance. Whispers of admiration followed his steps. He was the epitome of perfection, full of wisdom and splendid beauty. He lived in Eden, the garden of God. Countless precious stones adorned his mantle: ruby, topaz, diamond, beryl, onyx, jasper, sapphire, carbuncle, and emerald. Of gold was the border of his mantle, of gold the insets. Everything was perfect from the day he was created. Like a protective cherub, God placed him on the holy mountain. He was perfect in his ways until iniquity was found in him. But within him grew a seed of pride and ambition. He longed for more than just being an angel. He wanted to equal the Most High, if not surpass him. Within him, he said,
"I will ascend to heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit on the Mount of Assembly in the far reaches of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High."
Envy snaked in his heart, and soon whispers of rebellion echoed in the corners of heaven. With persuasive eloquence, Lucifer convinced 1/3 of the heavenly court. He sowed doubt and fueled discontent among the celestial hosts, promising greatness and autonomy. Drawn by the promise of a different destiny, many joined his cause and defied the Most High. The war in heaven was a celestial cataclysm, a tumult of cosmic proportions. The stars trembled at the celestial conflict, but victory was predestined, and the forces of the Most High prevailed over the darkness of rebellion. It was God himself who, with justice and mercy, dictated the fate of Lucifer and his rebel followers. The cause of his banishment lay in the seed of pride and ambition, blinded by the illusion of their own greatness. From the celestial throne, he pronounced the verdict. With divine justice, Lucifer, for having stretched himself in his height, raising his cup to the clouds, and having made his heart conceited by his beauty, was banished from heaven along with his rebellious followers. His wisdom was corrupted by his splendor. The radiance of Lucifer faded, and his beauty transformed into a shadow of what it once was. He fell from heaven like lightning. His tail dragged a third of the stars of heaven and hurled them to the earth. Dragged to the abyss of the underworld, he plunged into its dark and endless depths, where he was cast into the pool of fire and brimstone with the beasts and the false prophet, and they were tormented day and night forever and ever. The sinful angels were also cast down into hell, delivered into eternal confinement at the bottom of the darkness awaiting judgment. While Lucifer plunged into the torment of his banishment, he swore revenge against the Most High and all those who followed him. From the depths of hell, he forged his realm of shadows and deceit. The fallen angels became the first demons led by him and dedicated to sowing sin, discord, and temptation among humanity, where he planned his revenge against heaven. The shadow of Lucifer still hangs over the world. His influence spreads like a dark cloak over the hearts of those who fall into his deception. But light always fights against darkness, and the battle between heaven and hell continues, with the hope of redemption shining like a star in the eternal night. Thank you for watching Secrets of Faith. If you enjoyed it, remember to subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss the next episodes.